evening, race fans. Welcome back into another edition of the NSRL, the NASCAR Sim Racing League. We are here for the first time in Season 5 on the road course here at Lime Rock Park for the LIUNA 150. Got Art here in the booth with me shortly. He'll hop in just a minute. But we'll go ahead and read off this race information for everybody. 2 laps of qualifying to set the field for tonight's 100-lap main event. Stage 1 at the end of lap 35. Stage 2 at the end of lap 70. 3 green-white checkers if needed for total tire sets. Estimated fuel run of 48 to 52 laps. 0 fast repairs as always. We shouldn't need the green-white checkers. It should just be the 2 stage breaks. Let me double-check the math on this, or at least the rule book again to refresher. At faults, race penalties, ARCA braking. We will once again have scheduled stage breaks at road courses. So there it is. We're going to go ahead and get right into qualifying. Looks like we have, I think, 32 here tonight. So pretty good turnout for the road course. Got 3 new drivers going to make their debut here this evening. And while we're getting ready for our outlet, let's go ahead and quickly show you the championship standings as the race for the chase heats up. Hunter Kent still holding now what is now a healthy lead over Mike McConville for that regular season championship. Tane Hodison, Brandon Minto, Moynihan all in the top 5. Hodison and Moynihan without a win, though. And one of those two could be on the outside looking in if we continue to get new winners. Looking further back down the list, and there is Tommy Gossett in 26th, and he will... It's only a matter of time. He could even get it this race if things break his way. Hopping into the top 20. Top 30 locked in each week on points, and that will go to Matt Mackin and Andrew Stacy in a tie for that 30th spot. So that's the big state of play, and let's go ahead and... I don't remember the last time I've been here, honestly, so let's go on board with one of the quicker drivers around here. And Hunter Kent, what I believe is his outlap, around Lime Rock Park. I think they call this the no-name straight, and then up into the hill. Getting a little bit of airtime potentially. Tires might be lifting off the ground. Not taking the chicane layout. And then way down the hill into a semi-fast right-hander. It's more so just about keeping it on the racetrack. Down into turn 1, 52.20 for Hunter Kent. You can see there's going to be a lot of field spread. 54.9 for Benfield on his first lap. It's all about consistency. Trent Curtis, he's making his debut tonight, currently 2nd. Just crawling around the inner portion of this racetrack. No chicane there, up over the hill. You can see the tires did come off the ground there just a bit. He's making great time. Might have got me off track there. 2nd lap could be invalidated. But provisional pole right now. Zach Lindgren, 52.39. 2nd lap. Let's see if he's able to improve. 52.34, no improvement for Hunter Kent. Let's see where some of the challengers will find themselves. I think we got Art into the booth.
Do we?
I think so. Tommy Gossett, the man of the 07. Can he put it on provisional pole? He starts his first lap. Gabriel Frane goes 6th in the 06. We got times from a 52 second all the way down to a 56 second, so. Get the patriotic 07 out here, 4th of July coming up. .52.34, the time to beat. 52.195 exactly. The final corner for Gossett, things on rails, it looks like. Crossing the line. 07 machine, what's it gonna be? Pole! 52.09. He's quick at the ovals, he's quick at the road courses. Over a 1/10 of a second to Hunter Kent. And that's quick for a road course. It's a shorter in nature, 52-second lap time. That's brought out the speed there up over the hill. Might be trying to see a Corey Heim impersonation, just domination from start to finish. Second lap. 52.06 goes even quicker. Nearly a 1/10.5 over the field. Cole J. Wilson on his first lap. Tane Hodison also on his first lap. Truthfully, I don't know, and I've been here maybe twice ever, didn't catch the race this weekend, but I don't know where you're going to pass people at. It just seems like a very high-speed road course. I guess turn 1 is going to be the biggest breaking point on this racetrack. First lap for Cole Wilson puts him P5.
I think we're going to be seeing some big sins. Some, I can just outbrake you.
I guess here in the slower speed corners, I mean, you've already slowed down from turn 1. And this is just my lack of general road course knowledge, but I don't know where the passing zones are here. We took out the chicane here, so it's a bit of a high-speed follow the leader up through the hill. And if you try and make a pass at any point after this hill into the fast right-hander, good luck with it. But stranger things have happened, I suppose. So I imagine the first half of the lap is where you're going to see the moves being made. Still plenty of time. Back outfield not going to... Back, I guess, 5th of the field. Going to set a lap, but it's a wide spread here tonight as we would have expected. Greg Holes starting his first lap here. You can just see just forever, just kind of, you got to wait on it. That'll be invalidated.
I think a big question will be, how loose will the cautions be?
As far as I know, it's only going to be, let's go ask the people that would know. Mike McConville, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's up?
We only doing cautions at the stage breaks?
Unless there's a big enough pile up, yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Only if there's a big enough pile up, which, I mean, to be fair, it's...
See, well, one of the big problems that we're going to run into, at least, you know, if we find any ringers, anyone who's a little too fast here, they are going to quickly get into lap traffic.
Yes.
This will basically be like a...
We have 2 cautions, essentially, and that's it. 35, 70, we'll re-rack everybody. How many people will be left standing at that point? And it's no disrespect, it's just the reality when we come to these tracks. We have the poles that are on a 52.06, And Andrew Stacy 56.8. That is, nearly 5 seconds.
And that's on a qualifying. That's no one else on track. That's not you making a mistake. That's not trying to avoid another truck. Like,
and again, this is open setups as well. So trying to find a Lime Rock setup, probably more difficult than most for the trucks. Trying to dial that in. It's simply the reality. Like, it's not a surprise. You got Brandon Minto back in 17th, 1.8 seconds off the pace. He's top 5 in points. You got guys outside the top 30 in points. Some making their debuts that are inside the top 10. So it's just road course racing. Tommy Gossett, though, doesn't look like we don't have Thomas Lloyd here tonight. I don't think. I didn't see him. I got 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and he's got about 20 seconds if he wants to make a last to first appearance. But I do not see him, not on the qualifying list, and not on anyone that hasn't set a lap. So it's Tommy Gossett or bust. So we'll see. But 07 machine on pole by 1 point, or just about a tenth and a half, 52.087 for the 07. And we'll go ahead and show you too. He was quickest in practice too, I believe. Gonna show. Oh, don't be like that. Show me the practice results. Fine. We'll do it manually. Results, practice. Tommy Gossett, 52.149, so he even picked it up by over a tenth. Then Hunter Kent, Cole J. Wilson, Hoddison Lindgren, so no real surprises there. Sylvain Joly, good in practice. Mike McConville did not get a qualifying lap, and he'll start 27th. So yeah, those were the practice results. So yeah, that's gonna, like you said, traffic will be a big factor, especially if we get some of the guys in the back of the field racing real hard. You get shunted off the track, there's not going to be a caution. You'll just have to make do with what you got, especially after lap 70, because it's to the end there. I will say it's impressive, though, that, just Tommy Gossett being able to be that quick at ovals and then immediately just come into a different discipline, being that fast as well, right out of the gate. It is quite impressive. So let's see if we can find some people that are, I guess, next to each other on track. If we could find anybody. Let's kind of run in close together, see if we can get a preview on that.
See Stony Beanfield having a little battle here with Dakota LaRue.
Oh.
Or no, Zach Lindgren. Oh.
Oh, and there goes 75.
He got a couple cars coming out of pit.
He gets that out of the way in warm-up, though. So there you go.
Might have Greg Holt and Zach Lindgren going at.
Is this one of the few races where I have to put on the track map? I don't know. Probably not. But I could. But it'll be a good example. Hoddison to the back of Alex Princeton. You just saw how he's trying to outbrake him, got really loose under braking. The 19 pulls back ahead. Be curious what the fuel strategy will be, because everyone will have an opportunity. Do you split the stages? Look at the 22 getting the airtime there. Do you split a stage like they talk about in real life, or You just, I guess if you're Tommy Gossett, you got to maximize your points, still get to that top 20. So you probably take that stage win, 10 extra points. We're coming up to the very end of the regular season in just a couple of weeks. We have Lime Rock. We're off for 3 weeks after tonight. Come back for Lucas Oil Raceway. Off Watkins Glen, Richmond, and then the Chase. So 2 road courses and 2 short tracks. Ooh! We're not taking that chicane layout. Going to see a lot of off tracks, a lot of incident points tonight, I'm sure. Easy to get yourself into trouble just running wide, getting into the grass on ice.
I think we'll see a lot of incidents in general.
But it's good. I'm glad we're turning right for the first time. It's the first time we've seen these guys on the road course. So, and Lime Rock too, being the very first one, an interesting choice there. Cole Wilson goes quickest in this 5-minute warm up, and we're ready to go.
It is kind of funny that the first road track they go to in NASCAR for the trucks is Lime Rock.
All right, it's just a little bit out there. So it looks like we have 34. I think Tyler Sexton just snuck in right before the end of qualifying. So nearly a full field. '07's going to have that preferred line. In the run down to turn 1, we'll do 1 pace lap. So Trent Curtis will make his debut here this evening. As will Cody McCorkle, and one more. Where is he going to start at here? Oh, and right next to him, Joey Priebe in the 69 machine. So already, Dakota LaRue, Ron Fitting, Tyler Sexton, they jumped to pit road. Alex Princeton, we saw him. He is not here. Don't know where he went. Brandon Meir, same story. Oh, now Alex Princeton has also joined them on pit road. So we do have the track map. Haven't used it in a very long time. It gives you a layout. Of Lime Rock.
And I think we're definitely going to need it if we get any, decent green flag runs here.
Yeah. We'll hide it for now. Everyone's going to be bunched up nice and tight on this start. We'll do our best to let everyone know where they are. Looks like we'll have 33. Not sure what happened to that 71 of Brandon Meir. Said he was here, that he towed to pit road, that he's not in pits, but 33 drivers going to start this race. Art, who's winning it?
I mean, I feel like it's going to be Tommy Gossett, but I'm not going to pick Tommy Gossett. I'm going to go with, give me P6, Cole J. Wilson.
Give me Tommy Gossett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
I just think he might get,
Pace car is off. And we're green, just like that. So he's got all the room he'll need. He is well clear down into turn number 1. And you hold your breath for everybody else back here. And I'll be honest, they nailed it. A little bit of an off track there for the 17 machine. He'll rejoin just fine, though. And so far, they've made it. Gossett already under pressure here from Hunter Kent, who's caught back up, and it'll be single file for the most part. Closest on-track battle here, Tony Benfield around the outside of Chris Claude. Then McConville going to try and sneak away. You can tell guys just wanting to survive in the early going. Oh, Kent's loose out of the last quarter. Brandon Muir was actually able to get back on track, so everybody's here. McConville going to look to the inside of Stony Benfield, heading off into turn number 1. McConville up 8 spots on the opening lap. Jeremy Paris up 4, Rich Jett up 6. Then around goes the 65 of Andrew Stacy. He'll keep it off the tire barrier. Lose a lot of spots. Grass on the tires. And he is still stuck out there. Tyler Sexton off track. Ron Fitting, Dakota LaRue back on pit road. Oh, and big problems for Dakota LaRue in that 36 machine.
What?
Let's take a look, see if we can figure out what the heck happened to this 36 machine. So up over the hill, and he just loses it. And that'll be pretty much it. Hunter Kent down to 5th while that was all going on. Lingering Cole Wilson, Hodison picking up the pieces there. Look at the airtime they're getting, man. Wilson particularly applying a lot of pressure there to P2, Zach Lindgren. As Gossett starts to scoot away ever so slightly. This is the closest battle on track right now, and it is for P2. On board with the 93. They're already starting to catch lap traffic. Big move to the inside for the 93. And now he'll be on the outside for the next corner. Who's going to give heading up into the hill? And it's going to be the 85 falling in line. Put the 93 up into second position. Hodison taking a peek. This is Hunter Kent trying to get back up there. They're already through the first lap car of Tyler Sexton. Deemer way wide.
Oh, we're going to get Tane Hudson in it. He was 3 wide there for a second.
Here comes Hunter Kent. Very aggressive down into turn number 1. Lap traffic in the mix as well, but they all make it through for now. Five was up to second, now back to 4th, just like that, under pressure as well. Moynihan's right there. 5 gets forced a little bit wide. Here comes the 53 through.
Trent Curtis now looking around the outside, or inside.
Make that move. 85's kind of been on the wrong end here. Some of these passes. Mike McConville continuing his charge and not get that qualifying lap in. He's up 9 spots up to 18th. A bit further back here, Chris Claude, Don Wilco, and Brandon Muir. Part from pit road is making some moves up there as Chris Claude cutting a little bit of grass.
He's got a little loose on him. Gathered it up, he's fine.
85 fighting back on the 13. Battle here and back further for the 19th position. Give it to Jeremy Paris. funny. We got the gaps up on our overlays, and you just see it happen very quick. They're like, oh, they're half a second ahead, and then all of a sudden they're back behind him. It's like, yeah, they probably went off the track there just a little bit. Oh, trouble between the 83 and the 10 there. Andrew Deemer and Chris Cloud. We've seen both of them go off the track a couple of times.
Chris Cloud, like, went off a little bit trying to get back on the 83, just coming around at the wrong time, not able to, you know, get turned in.
Yeah, he was already unloaded. He had unwound that truck already. He was committed to the exit of that corner. Just unlucky there. Hunter Kent with the fastest lap of the race. 52.68.
Tommy Goss now getting through a little more traffic. That's Michael Witt.
Next up's around the outside of Chris Claude there. Gap about 1.5 seconds, but Wilson's going to have to deal with the same traffic, and he gets held up there in the last corner just because of the way that it worked out. Hodison going to be under pressure here. Kent desperate to get by. Oh, and he's Chris Claude right in the middle of it. Beating and banging. And around goes the 22.
Oh, no.
Off the bump.
Oh, that's a caution?
Oh. Don't know that that was sufficiently big enough, but I guess it was so much the lap car causing a bit of chaos there in front of the leading group. So, but he had bounced off of Hunter Kent, and then he didn't really come up as a result. Honestly, he was just trying to take the corner and kind of spun himself there just a little bit. Deemer off track again. No back bumper. Just goes around on him. Yeah, this is not everybody's cup of tea. This is for sure not what people want to be doing.
What did Andrew Stacy, what he just did under caution? I went to check on Tommy Gott, like, just to follow leader. See Andrew Stacy coming back on track.
Where'd he go? He'd leave after that? I don't even see him.
No, he should still be there.
You mean Andrew Deemer
wasn't that
or
long ago.
Andrew Stacy?
Oh, was it Andrew Deemer? It might have been Andrew Deemer.
I don't know. Well, either way.
Oh, no, yeah, Andrew Stacy. Yeah, it was Stacy. Because Deemer's gone.
Oh. There we go.
Knew what I saw. Don't gaslight me.
I was confused as well. So he's just going to go off.
Under caution, just.
That's
he just went off again. Same spot.
Did he?
Yeah, literally, I went live.
You got to fight back, man. Turn one whooping you right now. You can't just take. He's going off again.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
I'm so sorry.
It's a little funny. I'm sorry. He's got grass on his tires. He's trying to clean them off, but he can't get them cleaned off in time. He goes off into the next corner. Yeah, there is a lot of people that wish they were... oh, what happened to Greg Hull's here? It's all under caution, by the way. Yeah, there's a lot of people that wish we were going to Atlanta tonight, like the rest of the... Yeah. So I don't even know who the lucky dog is at this point. No, not a single clue where we're at. But this is good stuff.
It might have been Andrew Stacy.
Yeah. Because Wilco's on the
He was
lead
a minute
lap.
back, but now he's there.
Who's all on the lead lap here? Is it Michael Witt? It might be Michael Witt. I have no idea. We got so spread out so quick. A couple guys topped off there. Aaron Mack, Rich Jett, and John Wilco. We've lost Dakota LaRue. Looks like Tyler Sexton, Andrew Deemer, also already out. They said, you know what? It's a road course. Steve Herring, he's coming out. He was on pit road for about 2 minutes there. Ron Fitting back out. We did see some good battling, though, not to highlight, people just sliding through the grass, but that's a great battle inside the top 5 with Wilson, Kent, Lindgren, and Moynihan. They were all going back and forth, swapping positions.
Now it'll be exciting to see what Wilson can potentially do now that he doesn't have to get through traffic.
Kent right behind the leader here, so he'll get the jump that he wants, maybe challenging Wilson for second. Yeah, if you can get a point over nothing, you might as well do it. Ain't nothing wrong with a little start and park. That was the best air NASCAR we had, watching those guys duke it out back there in the low 30s, or high 30s, I should say. Nothing wrong with it.
I believe starting park still pays.
Yeah,
At least in real life.
it still pays. Remember that one league that we were in a long time ago, like where your payouts, like where you're, if you showed up, finished 27th every week, you'd still get like a couple bucks at the end of the season. Remember that?
Wasn't that like the sim racing league?
I think so. It was like, hey, if you showed up and beat 3 guys, you get a couple extra pennies in your pocket, as opposed to not.
Yeah, they were competitive.
Yeah.
It was like this.
They don't even
Also open sets, so.
And this I don't even got no money
I had
on
no
the line,
chance.
as far as I know. Yeah, no chance. I didn't have a chance to win. I'd finish 5th every week. Like, dang. So we got 27 on the lead lap here. Hanfield's still running laps down. Pace car is off. Back underway. I don't even know where the restart zone is on this track, to be honest with you.
Battle going into turn 1.
Yeah, like I said, 52 was going to get that jump with Gossett. 93 will fight back on the outside. Now he has the inside. Kent going to try and battle back around the outside, but not able to do so. 93 will slot into second. And for the trucks, back off the track further back. But yeah, 93 is right there. And he's going to take a peek at it. Don't know if that was the corner to do it, though. You lose a 10th and a half and now put yourself under pressure down the front stretch. Passing at a road course is honestly an art form, because you got to set it up. If you stick your nose into the braking zone and get chopped off, you just end up losing more time than what it's worth.
No. What are you? Close there through the corner. I thought he was going to get in the back.
Through it? He's all over the back bumper right now. I mean, all over the back bumper.
He literally on it. He has some speed through these corners.
Can he keep it close enough to... Oh, man! Let's just talk about how ridiculous that sequence is. You get a little airtime, and you just have to hope that you don't completely lose control. They're getting a lot more air than I saw in the clips on Twitter this weekend. I mean, they are all 4 wheels off the ground, and you hope you land it. Harris going to be thinking about a move here into turn 1. This is the battle for 14th position. There's Rodriguez fighting back around the outside. Rodriguez now has the inside. Can he fight back? It'll be close, but now the inside shifts back to Paris, and he'll come out on top in that battle. Because it's also about, you one corner you got the advantage, you're on the inside, you got the preferred line, the next corner you're all of a sudden having to brave around the outside and hope you don't get shoved off into the grass. It's about setting up that pass when you get it done. It's got to feel so good, especially in a stock car. Is that 69 machine? Hang on to it. 82 machine. If Cody McCorkle nearly got hooked. 69 will get back going, though. caution Andrew Stacy around coming downhill, but he's going to get back going as well. As this 93 continues to pressure Tommy Gossett up front. But yeah, like I kind of thought, it's going to be a lot of high speed. Follow the guy in front of you. Try and apply enough pressure that he makes a mistake, a bobble, trying to get the power down, or misses the breaking point entirely.
You gotta use that intimidate button.
Serious.
I mean,
it
can be effective.
Even turn one's a tough pass. Like, here we go. We got Jeremy Paris. He's exactly a truck length behind, and he's not able to really outbrake him. He's just got to be annoying and be on the inside. He didn't get clear. Minto, I think, going to cut him a break, but he is there on the inside. He's actually going to take that spot back for the time being. Now it's just back to Paris being on the inside, and you will not go too wide to the next couple of corners, so. Yeah, you're not even able to outbrake somebody necessarily into turn one. You just have to stay with them long enough.
You really you got to get in their mirror. You're like, hey, I'm here. Make a mistake.
Hunter Kent, he's closing in. Let's go on board Richard Pruitt. It's a dangerous spot to go off, but he's able to recover. If we go on board here, what we're seeing is they'll be side by side through this portion. It'll immediately shift back, and the right side's got the inside line, and then you kind of have to figure it out, because you're not going too wide through here. So whoever's ahead usually, the other guy usually lets them go. Look at the onboard shot there. That's some pretty cool stuff. There's a line of trucks back here. And this is kind of where you get into it. Who's going to make a mistake? Who can just keep it on the track and keep position? It's not necessarily raw speed when you're back here in the top 20 or so. It's just, can you be consistent? And this is going to be a great battle here. Let's see who can keep it on the racing surface. Have a little bit of 3 wide here if he wants it. It's 2 going to push, though, Benfield, down that front stretch. 25 going to look to the inside here. Aaron Mack. Wilco trying to brave it around the outside. Benfield not able to hang tough there. Alex Princeton right in front of this group. And after all that, they're going to go single file back up the hill here.
This honestly seems like some really fun racing.
You see how loose there Benfield got off the jump. It seems very, you just got to mind your P's and Q's. Because if you overdrive it whatsoever, you are sliding off the racetrack. Got to mind your manners. There's no real, turn one is not somewhere you're going to outbrake somebody necessarily.
Also, whoever expects to catch air in a, truck, in the truck series anyways.
Seriously. And we didn't go to the rallycross tracks at all. Just here at Lime Rock.
Could you imagine that? That'd be funny. So you could build the best dirt road setup.
Giesbrecht got the left side in the dirt there. McConville blast pass into the top 15. He's up 12 spots. Jeremy Paris is up 14 spots. Aaron Mack with some problems further back. Should be good to get it back going, though. Is this off the... Let's take a look here. Yep, off the jump, and it just broke loose on him. Not the same problems that Dakota LaRue had, but it was significant contact there to the front end. Trent Curtis going wide, Hodison going wide. We just saw Giesbrecht go wide there a lap before that. And if they both do it, it's net even. Hodison going to show a nose, heading off into turn number 1. This is the battle for 5th.
They're going to be coming up to lap traffic. See how that'll work.
Can you use him as a pick? Hodison, last time he was battling away with somebody and he caught Chris Claude, it got a little spicy for him, but A-okay. Let's go on board with this battle. I mean, that's a handful of back markers there that they're going to have to navigate their way through. Oh, 13 got held up there. Really got held up. Nowhere to go. A little bit of a shunt there. Here comes everybody else behind them.
And they got 2 directly in front of them who might be fighting for position.
Wishing Moynihan and Frene all into the battle here. As Michael Witt trying to not get run over. There's the 86 between Greg Holes. He'll just stay as wide as he can. Very respectful of the leaders there. As Giesbrecht and McConville going at it again. 8 trying to fight back. 39 is going to have the inside line in the next corner, but goes just a tiny bit too wide. Tries to dive it back in. McConville holds the position. That's an aggressive move from Moynihan into the 7th position. That was a fantastic move. Caught that 06 a little bit off guard. And here comes Jared Wishing. Good stuff here inside the top 10. 17 trying to take that spot away. 06 going to be fighting back here.
17 almost got to the inside of Moynihan.
06 nose out in front. 17 with the inside line, though. Yeah, if you're ahead, if you have the preferred line on that last right-hander, it seems to just give you all the momentum that you need to complete the path before you get up the hill. Trent Curtis still under pressure from Hodison. A little bit of front-end damage on Hodison, a little bit of rear-end damage for Curtis. They battle down the front stretch and battle for second. Cole Wilson, Hunter Kent back on in turn number 1. Zach Lindgren right there if something happens. Traffic all the while. It's Tommy Gossett, about a 1.5 seconds clear. Trying to hold serve. Might have just been a tiny bit held up in the dirty air, but it's okay for now. As Lindgren got a great run off the final corner. Can he put Hunter Kent under some pressure? Thinking about it. Hunter Kent goes defensive. No contact between anyone. Doing a great job here. Sort it out. Michael Witt goes straight on in turn number 1. Does not go off track, though. Uses the runoff and he'll rejoin. It's kind of interesting with the road courses. You kind of just talk about what's happened. You're not going to see it all at once. You just kind of notice, oh, the so-and-so's went off the track.
See those little things in the background?
Yeah.
I mean, we're still a little early, but I can't wait to see the penalty report. Because they do have one that is just for, like,
incidents. Yeah.
Total incidents.
And every time you drive off track, 1x, 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 1x. So that's something to consider. But it should only be that. Because I don't think they'll have any at-faults for spinning somebody out. It's more so just
It'll be just total nonsense.
You ran off the track a lot. Well, that was a handful of guys. Most drivers have an off track at this point.
We got a battle for second.
Ken's going to get there. No contact. Very respectful. Here comes Lindgren into the final corner. You would say that momentum's probably with the 93, but...
Oh, he got loose. He got loose to that corner. That's going to give it to
wide. Kent drives it in deep. Did he drive it in too much? 93, yes, he did. 93 right back to second. Tommy Gossett's loving this. 85 saying, what do I got to do to get around both of you?
93 put a crossover on Hunter Kent. Lindgren was trying to put one on the 93.
There was no contact made at any point, so it was great battling. He's nearly got there again. Further behind here, we got some good action here on the front stretch as well. 71 to the inside of the 75. Here's John Wilco and Tommy Gossett right behind it all. Wilco will yield away, but the guys in front of him battling for position. All three of them. But he is up to a 4-second lead, so he can kind of let this play out. Doesn't have to force the issue. Will get held up a little bit. There's Benfield right in front of Gossett. Oh my goodness. No contact made, but he'll lose about 3 seconds of time. Got dirty tires to worry about, but avoids disaster for now.
I mean, luckily for him, he built himself a 4-second lead.
Right.
But man.
Guys behind him were battling so hard, he built up an advantage and, you know, got away with one there. Not his fault whatsoever, but like you said, just got to deal with guys on varying skill levels. Let's take a look here. You can see that again. There we go. That's the message. Just right in here behind. 75 makes a big move. Maybe a tiny bit of contact made. He is so lucky he didn't get clipped. I mean, my goodness.
What an amazing maneuver.
He had to do it. But now the guys behind him are going to run into the same traffic. Oh, 71 so loose.
I think there was contact there.
Well, look at 52. He's going back at it. How are you going to... Oh, I think you have to use that 19 as a pick. 3 wide. Still not quite clear. 85 in the background as well. And can he cover him off? Yes. Finally, Hunter Kent clear into second position. A little bit further back, Jeremy Parrish trying to dive it in on that 82 machine. Can he get to his inside? Yes. Completes that pass. Well done. Jeremy Parrish up into the top 10, your biggest mover. Started 26th, now 10th. So now it's even back at about 2 seconds. They'll get around Rich Jett and clean track for both of them. Tommy Gossett, Hunter Kent, Cole Wilson, Zach Lindgren. They built up 4 seconds over Tane Hodison. So 7 seconds separating the top 5, which honestly we've seen much worse in the past. We've seen the entire field get lapped. All the way up to second place at road courses before. Just about, so. Everyone doing a nice job.
But I think that was also... I believe that was in the next gen in a car that doesn't have any tire fall off, whereas here, I mean, we're 31 laps in. I think he's lost a little under 2 seconds.
It's more. It's at least a second for most guys. More for those obviously stuck in traffic.
say it's about a second and a half, but then Tommy Gassa goes and runs a 53.2. So,
A little bit of fun.
a little over a second. Still more than the next year.
That's true. Then you have to change tires. The preferred strategy was to not take tires. Little bobble there from McCorkle off the final corner. Rodriguez gets a great run down the front stretch into turn number 1. 82 looks like he got a little bit loose under braking there. 21 up into 11th.
I don't want to jinx anything and say my driver got a little razzled there, but Hunter Kent almost a second on Cole J. Wilson since getting around him.
I think he just needed that clean air. He's able to actually hit his braking points, what he wants to do, extract the maximum pace out of the truck.
Yeah, he was able to get through. Like, he went from 6th to 2nd, like, early on, able to maintain. But just now, it's not there. A little bit of a struggle.
We'll re-rack everybody. Not to catch heavier lap traffic right after lap 35. We're coming to the conclusion of stage 1 here in just a couple laps. Gossett comfortable out front. Jeremy Paris getting that last stage point. Not if he runs wide like that. Rodriguez starting to close in just a little bit. A couple of trucks within a second of each other. As the battle for the lucky dog will essentially be, because I don't think Gossett's going to catch Logan Giesbrecht. So it's Claude Furland in 18th that is the lucky dog. He sits 5.5 seconds ahead of Rich Jett. We know how quickly the pace can change. His last lap was a 58, a 55 for Rich Jett. So if that happens 2 more times, then the battle is there. Especially considering we're coming to the 1 to go. Gap is 4 seconds for that lucky dog. Lafrene closing in on Trent Curtis for 8th. He got a good run up over the hill. He was thinking about a move. Take the white flag for stage number 1. Comfortable for Tommy Gossett, so we'll go to the battle on track in the top 10. And the draft going to pull out. He's going to show his nose. He knows there's 1 lap to go. Rich Jett goes a little wide in turn 1. We'll stay out of the way of this battle. Heavy lap traffic in front. Lindgren closes in on Cole J. Wilson, but it's going to be Tommy Gossett coming down the hill around the final corner for an exciting stage 1 and eventful for him, even though he's ahead by 3 seconds. Nearly didn't win it at all. But there is your stage 1 winner, Tommy Gossett. So he'll wait for the pace car to pick him up, but since it's a longer pace lap, let's go ahead and talk to him. Here with your stage 1 winner, Tommy Gossett. Pretty eventful out in front. You ended up winning the stage by 3 seconds, but you had to work for it, cutting through lap traffic, had a little bit of pressure from various guys behind, but you get it done here in stage 1.
Yeah, it was a pretty good stage, you know, apart from lap trucks seeing the leader coming behind, and that's when they want to race the hardest of the race and wreck themselves and give me damage, but, you know, I guess that's how the cookie crumbles.
But, yeah, Lime Rock, first road course of the season. You were quick on the ovals, obviously, quick on the road course. It's a unique little track, but you're holding strong up front for now.
Yep, hopefully we will keep this 07 machine up here in the front for a good more portion of this race. I've really worked on my road course ability, still not the strongest, and I really don't care for this track, but hopefully we can keep it here and be talking to you at the end of it.
Absolutely. Good luck. Don't see any noticeable damage, but he probably feels it drives a little bit differently. Let's see what everyone does here. The leader gonna stay out. Everybody else coming in. How about that? I guess. I mean, everybody. Because you're not guaranteed another caution, so you're not going to use all sets of your tires. And it's tires for everybody, so. Well, that's a dynamic there. I mean, literally everybody but our race leader pitted for tires there. Claude Furland is your lucky dog. It gives us 18 trucks back on the lead lap. That's an interesting one. He tried to fake pit. I don't know if there's a disadvantage for pitting there. I don't know.
I find it hard to be a disadvantage when you gain potentially a second and a half in, speed, potentially on tires.
We'll see what he could do. He's going to have to hold off everyone behind him. I mean, fresh tires are fresh tires, so we'll see. The lap truck's going to come in and pit on the second lap. Claude Furland beats the pace car back out. He'll stay on the lead lap. Yeah, I mean, he'll have to pit for fuel, too. That's something I did not consider before the end of this stage. But the way I think I know what he wants to do. I think I figured this out. So he'll pit, he'll run it out of fuel and not pit at the end of stage 2 and just go to the end. I think that's, and I could be dead wrong, and he can do whatever he wants, but given the way the fuel works out, he should pit, after halfway, get the stage caution, everyone else comes in because they have to make one more stop. We will see how this works out, though. Does that little bit of a disadvantage, though? Does he have that much extra pace in him to keep these guys behind him? If he doesn't, does he get wrecked trying to do it? He's very quick, but we'll see if anyone's got anything for him.
I'd like to think my pick to win has, a little something for him.
Here we go. Doesn't spin the tire, so that's step 1. Looks like Hunter Ken actually did on the fresh ones. They're all cold behind him, so we'll see how quick people want to take advantage. There is, I think that was Lafrene with the big dive. And he's looking for more. Moynihan way off.
Caution.
All right. So that was had been thrown, but why? And so big dive from this 06. No contact. Unless it was Netco. Oh, he just hits the left rear in the dirt. Then there was a little bit of contact. Was that just literally a misclick?
Yeah.
I don't see any reason for the caution. I don't think it, like it hurts anybody that happened, but
I mean, it definitely affects strategy against Tommy Gossett, either if he does pit or gives them a couple extra laps because he can save fuel.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. I don't know. Weird.
My Pictoid keeps blinking in and out of existence. You're gonna have to fix that.
Lock in. You think Utah is making the playoffs this year?
What?
Do you think the University of Utah is making the college football playoff this year?
No.
Brett McMurphy does.
What? Usually I like his takes.
He's got his 12 teams. While we wait for the road course caution, we'll talk about something. He's got Notre Dame, the number 1 overall seed, Penn State 2, Georgia 3, Ohio State 4, Texas at 5, Clemson at 6, Alabama at 7, LSU 8, Oregon 9, Miami 10, Utah 11, and Boise State 12.
Did you say Boise State?
I did, in fact, say Boise State.
That's insane.
What's also funny is the Braves hit a leadoff triple and then didn't bring him home. We're so bad. Benefit of that is Brandon Muir gets a free lucky dog. Does not have to wait till lap 70. Puts him back on the lead lap. Handful of guys all 1 lap down. Aaron Mack, Stoney Benfield, Rich Jett, Princeton, Wilco. Then a little bit further back to everybody else. Road course caution.
I think one of the more egregious things from Brett McMurphy's playoff prediction is 2 teams from the ACC making it.
It's not going to be Miami. That's for sure.
They don't have a savior this year. I don't even think Clemson will make it.
No, not Clemson will. They're pretty legit.
And who's Oregon's quarterback?
I don't know.
Boise State not making it.
Not this year.
That one's egregious. Like,
No.
that's not...
Well, who's the Group of
Where's
5
Ashton
team
Gibson?
getting in?
Army.
Blake Horvath's going to lead Navy to the promised land?
Oh?
Like, hang on a minute.
I actually have no idea of, like, a good Group of 5 team. My ball knowledge is not there.
Georgia Tech.
I'm not Group of 5.
They want us to be. They're trying to kill us. Who's making it out of
Georgia Tech has
Pac-12?
Miami. Texas State.
Georgia Tech. Oh, this is the year of expectations, and I'm scared. I didn't know this, but apparently Eric Rivers is that guy. I didn't know we were getting a gem from Florida International. Apparently, he's like the 5th best wide receiver according to the EA college football game this year. We're back underway, by the way.
One last, college football rant. The fact that they released their top 10 quarterbacks in terms of rating, and your guy's not on there is a shame.
Well, I don't like top 10. Sure, he was hurt a lot, right?
I mean, have you seen the list?
I haven't seen the list, but so I'm mad because he wasn't top 20. Top 10 I'll understand because he was hurt and didn't sling the rock. However, he did run over everybody.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact between Kent and the 93 Cole J. Wilson.
Be big. Who can get
Oh,
the...
he's loose. He's loose.
He's still in the dirt.
He was gassing it up in the dirt. He was living dangerously.
He saved it. Hangs on to third. Can Hunter Kent track down Tommy Gossett on fresh tires? All spread out now. What's he got for him? Yeah, but him not being top 20 is pretty egregious. Top 10,
that performance
the national media was never going to say we had a top 10 QB. Never.
I mean, he doesn't put on that performance against Georgia. You can't play. That's a top 10 performance. points.
I mean, it absolutely is, but I understand.
He
why
almost
it's-
single-handedly beat Georgia.
Yeah, it's Princeton off in the back. Just, ooh, that was an interesting slide. He gathers it back up. It must be
You
said
say
that I know they were battling in traffic. 52 was slower on that last lap, but it looks like he's starting to close in now.
93 was also getting in there. They also put in a quarterback who played like 3 games last year in the top 10.
That's
But then again, I also think Arch Manning is going to win the Heisman.
him and Haynes came out for the split high speed on modern air.
No, it's all Arch. Arch going to dominate.
Zach Lindgren, quickest lap of the race, 52.58. He's just been kind of hunting
We got
back
a battle for
there.
the lead.
Ooh, he's there. Gossett will have the preferred line. 93 now going to take a peek. Oh, man. They're going to have to sort it out. But they're also right behind the leader. Oh, no. Kent's going to go wide. 93 loose. I think, yeah, the tires definitely matter. Because Gossett not able to pull away. And they're all fighting for who gets to be the one to pass him. How they didn't wreck there, I have no idea. This is good stuff. Hunter Kent, he was trying to hang it around the outside. I didn't think anyone was going to be able to do that.
Ooh, Cole J. Wilson, he was on the back bumper of the Tommy Gossett.
He loses time.
He got himself a little loop.
Yeah, he lost a lot of time doing that. Now under pressure from the 85. They get right behind him, and they can't. Catching him is one thing, passing him is another.
And they really got to make this move
And they're
happen.
all all fighting him or fighting each other, and not trying to get around Tommy. I mean, they are trying to, but they're squabbling
Yeah, the
over
longer
each
that-
other.
The longer this takes, I mean, that tire advantage is going to go away.
That, and we're going to get to the end of the stage, and he's not going to lose any track position. He'll just pass them all right back once he has, the same tires as them. He's doing this with 36 lap older tires. So if they can't figure out who wants to be the guy to pass him, nobody will. They'll bolt on a set of tires, and he'll, go 4 seconds up the road. So Hunter Kent was, he was there, and then he got shuffled out by the 93, and I think overall the 52's been quicker. We just get stuck back in traffic. I don't know if the 93 can he get there. He looks deadly loose every time he comes over that hill. And he's falling back down. 83 is closer to him than Wilson is to the 07 machine. So if you're this 85, you might want to start, putting that pressure on a little bit. Curtis went wide in turn 1. Nose cam on this 85 machine. Oh, he had to lift there. Yeah, 93 is just not good over that jump, at least on this set of tires early in the run. He's just not hooked up for him. And Gossett's scooting away. Kent hasn't made any progress back up the field yet. He's just stuck still there in 4th. How aggressive does he want to be? So he's closing right back in on the 85. Moynihan's closing in on Wishon. Minto and McConville gonna go at it here. Jeremy Paris loses it over the hill. Corporal thinking about a move. Frene digging up some dirt. He'll lose out to Moynihan for 8. We go back to the leaders. So one thing is for sure, Tommy Gossett will have to come in at some point in the next 10 laps or so. And when that happens, 85, really loose there. Hunter Kent will take that 3rd position away. What I think happens here is, I mean, you've seen it now with the 36 lap older tires. He is pulling away from the guys behind him, which I know there's not a ton of fall off. It really depends on the driver. But he has 36 lap older tires and he's pulling away. Like, that is just inhuman effort. Once he bolts on this set of tires at lap 52, he's not going to lap 60 or he's just not going to pit again. He'll stay out at the end of the stage and then just do this again, what he's doing right now. They just play defense.
Yeah, they had their chance to get around him. They had a chance to actually do something about it.
And they all just tripped over each other. But they were literally 2 wide, like on either side of them almost. Like 3 wide going into the hill. And they couldn't do it. Hunter Kent tried. I mean, he was like, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it around the outside. And he didn't wreck doing it, but he lost a lot of time. Lost 3 spots and now is trying to recover. But at some point, there will be the lap traffic. Not as much, because it looks like 26th on back has parked it. But there'll still be a little bit to deal with from, you know, every now and again. Kent trying to get back by that 93. Get up into 2nd position. And the longer the run goes, the quicker the 52 tends to get, at least compared to these 2 other guys. And so he'll want to put on max pressure. Ooh, that got close. But big block there from that 93. 52 look back to the outside. There's Princeton around the outside, the lap truck. Everyone trying to make it on through. Tane Hodison now catching up to this battle as a result. Corkle going a little wide in turn 1. Sylvain Joly gonna challenge. 82 actually held the spot there. I don't know. Yes. Final answer is yes. Back up front, more grass being thrown up. From Cole Wilson. Tommy Gossett up to about 2 seconds. Just kind of enjoying what he's seeing in the rearview mirror. Past halfway, by the way, in all of this, past lap 50. Like I said, the stage 3 will actually be the shortest of our stages, so. They're all just a little power slide off the jump.
Are we gonna have to test Tommy Gossett? You can test the rig. What is this?
When you're on it, you're on it. What's crazy about it though, because his best lap time a 52.83, his last lap a 53.88. So he's having a second of fall off, guys with much fresher tires, they're also already at a second of fall off or more from their time. So it's just his raw pace. He's got more of a buffer. He doesn't have the quickest lap of the race anymore, but he just has that raw consistency.
Man, it's just in the flow state.
Mm-hmm. And they're sitting back here. Look, I mean, this is fierce battling going on. So obviously they're going to be a little slower. Like I said, I think the 52 in clean air would be a pretty, and this is saying something. The 52 in clean air with 36 lap pressure tires than Tommy Gossett is probably quicker, but he hasn't had that chance. Harris thinking about the move here. Sylvain Joly, Diego Rodriguez. And I'll be honest, I mean, we've seen a lot of people run wide in turn one. We haven't seen the, I've just completely missed the corner under braking and taken them out. So that's good to see.
Yeah, we've only seen that under caution.
It's going to be a four-way fight for second. Is this when you treat it like a drafting track and say, hey, I can pull us up to the leader before you can? Because they can't.
I don't think that would go over
I don't
well.
think it's going to work the same. This has got to be a little frustrating for, I think, all these guys. 93's up front, he's not moving.
If you're faster than
It
him,
is,
you gotta find
I
your
know,
route.
but it's so hard to pass, and it's just, If you're Tane Hodgson, though, I think you're thrilled, though, because you were getting left in the dust on that first stage, but now you're like, hey, I'm right into it. Podium's on. You guys just keep battling, you know, force the limit, maybe spin out over the hill or something. He's right there. You could just go on board with Hodgson and just catch everything. Lingering closer to Kent than Kent is to Wilson. Wilson finally starting to get the hurry up just a tiny bit here. Lap truck of Benfield going to stay wide. It just looks so slow. No, like I said, like where's the passing opportunity though? That's like, hey, if you're quicker, where do you force the issue? You're kind of just waiting on that mistake where they get loose out of the top of the hill. You know, turn one, I guess, is the best opportunity, but it's so hard to follow through right on the back bumper of somebody else. I think we'll have the 69 machine in. Tommy Gossett is in for what will be his final stop. His teammate is in, Joey Priebe. Pit box number 1. Tires going on. Four tires in field for his final stop of the evening. And he didn't even go to last place on track. He comes out in 14th position, and everybody in front of him will pit in 12 laps. And he'll go right back to P1. And he'll have some older tires. He'll pit at lap 70. If they weren't able to get around him on 36 lap older tires, they're not going to be able to get around him on 12 lap older or newer tires. That's for darn sure. And Cole Wilson just being almost like a Monaco Grand Prix performance, just an absolute train behind this 93. It is impressive to see. 82 of McCorkle. Paris gonna start to close in on each other. Lafrene and Moynihan as well. Minto trying to close in on his teammate for 15th, and then John Wilco, Rich Jet teammates battling it out for what is next in line for the Lucky Dog. That's right now Aaron Mack by about 10 seconds. But even Jared Wishon's about to close in. He's slowly starting to close in. He's about 5 seconds back. Now he's about 3.2. And they're just following each other, man. Look at this.
I mean, we're still, 40 laps from the pay window really being open. Not really 40 laps, but like 30 laps. Be a lot more aggressive when we get to, go time.
Definitely think someone will just, go an extra couple inches into the braking zone. Just a nice little bump wide. Because if you do it now, you get the stage caution in 10 laps. So it's, not going to be easy. Let's watch Gossett kind of do his thing here. On much fresher tires than everybody else, how he gets through this field. Look how much time he makes up in the braking zone. That is insane. Wishon's closing in by another 10, and he's going to bring Lafrene in, and Moynihan, and Trent Curtis kind of the next man up in no man's land. Trying to close in. Hunter Kent finally trying to hold it around the outside. A little bit of contact there. Can he get clear? He's got the inside line. He's got the preferred line up the hill. And I think he's finally got the move done. Yes! Hunter Kent to P1. And now can he pull away? However, I don't think it matters just because of the strategy that ended up playing out. Tommy Gossett lost no time. Pulled away from everybody else. He'll just stay out on the stage break and try and pull away again. But look at Hunter Kent. He got the clean air and he's gone. A second in less than a lap. Old J. Wilson just instantly right back on it. Here comes the whole field behind him. Got a little bit of right rear damage, it looks like. Really loose there for the 85 of Lindgren. Trying to hang on to it. So what we'll have, though, is Hunter Kent going to win this stage. He holds on. And if he can win the race off pit road, then he'll be on the outside of Tommy Gossett, and he'll have Wilson lined up behind Gossett. Can he somehow pull away from Cole Wilson immediately and set off after Tommy Gossett with, 10 lap pressure tires? And can he do anything with that? That'll determine who wins this race. Because that's kind of a symbolic passing of the torch. They're not passing the torch so much. But that's kind of just like, hey, this is where we're at. That's 1-2 in the regular season championship battle. And Hunter Kent just lapped McConville on pace to win the stage. And, firmly put a stamp, on that battle. Still might not win a race in the regular season, but been here since Daytona. And been consistent since Daytona. That's why he's on pace to be your regular season champion. Yeah, I can officially say that the 17 and the 06 have joined this battle behind the 93. Gossett back into the top 10. He'll even get some stage points out of this. Might even be able to run down Jeremy Paris, get 2 stage points out of it. There's Hodison to the inside of Lindgren. There's Claude there. This is going to get dicey. 3 wide. Hodison trying to hang tough. He's still there. Dives it back up the inside. Tiny bit of contact made. 85's got the momentum. He'll keep the spot. Oh. What happened to Tommy Gossett?
Is this strategy?
Alright, so he's just going to bolt on another set of tires, knowing he's not going to lose anything. Because he wants to have the freshest tires possible. He's got to be a little careful, though, that he gets the lucky dog. Because Brandon Mears not a lap dash. Just got to be a little careful. He is a lucky dog currently. Claude Furland might get lapped. Minto a second ahead of that. So he's got to run both of them down just to ensure that he is the lucky dog. But he also might just pass the leader himself on the fresh tires.
Yeah, I can definitely see him just being able to get right back on around.
But if you're Hunter Kent, you want him to get that lucky dog and go to the tail end of the line, though. The issue is it's all right here, so this is going to get very interesting.
Yeah, if you don't fight him off, if he gets back around you, that might be the race. It is more than likely the race.
Yeah, because he knows he has to go. He realizes, hey, I'm putting myself. Oh, but he's got a
caution.
He's a lucky dog. Oh, does he get the 0x?
Oh no.
No, I don't know. How much was?
I don't think he got the 0x, right? But ooh, man,
that's.
What was this for?
Is it going to be... Oh, I wonder... I just wonder if it's netcode and it's going to screw him with the 1x. Because I don't know why Minto would have just... I don't... It's so weird. Oh, there's Cole J. Wilson right behind the leaders. Right behind this is what happened.
Oh, wow.
With Tane Hodison all over his back bumper. And honestly, I'm not super shocked that happened. Not that Cole J. Wilson has done anything wrong, but people behind you just get frustrated being stuck for 40 laps and kind of forced the issue. A little bobble there, and he just got right on him. So I will say, Tommy Gossett should be the lucky dog. If he's not, he'll take the wave because Hunter Kent still has to pit. So it ends up not being a big deal.
It's still a pretty big deal. Because he doesn't get to maintain. Like, he's going to be in the longest line.
Right.
I believe, does that not also include lap traffic?
If he takes the
So
wave.
he has to get around a lot of people.
But let's see if it lets him, though. Hey, let's see here. What happens here? Okay, so he gets the lucky dog. Okay.
Cause, like, he's already typed in chat, good win, Hunter.
Oh. I think he realizes he's going to be stuck now. Because what he needed to do Right. He had to ensure he was going to be the lucky dog at a bare minimum, but he wanted to get around Hunter Kent and wanted to get around Minto and Furland on the fresh tires on the last lap. Because what would have happened is he would have just stayed out at that point.
Yeah.
And he would have had, like, the 4-lap difference in tires rather than 12. So he went really aggressive with strategy. He's back on the lead lap, but not via, just passing Hunter Kent. He was setting up for it, and the caution came out behind him. So he'll be, he's 12th, and he has the 4-lap older tires. Fuel's not a concern for anybody. It's going to be a monumental task. I mean, because he's back in 12th, no offense to anyone here, but it was really Hunter Kent and Cole J. Wilson that were the only ones that were even close to him. So how many cars can he pass? Like, how quick is he going to get around them? And Lindgren's pretty darn quick, too. I mean, he's not been a slouch. So can Lindgren put Hunter Kent under pressure and force a mistake? We'll see. But yeah, because we were going to see here, was he going to get stuck a lap down? Was he even going to get the lucky dog at all? Was he going to be on the lead lap? So he's in the middle. Or he goes tail end of longest line. And there you see it. So it is longest line. So yeah, it is going to be a pretty tall order here. I don't know. Does he have anyone else he has to even let through? I don't think so, because they're so far back. Here comes Hodison, and a couple of guys get in the wave. They're not even going to catch him in time, so that's not even going to matter. But yeah, how about that, man? He went.
Which means we'll get a show from here to the end of the race.
Yeah, because it's all to play for now. Oh, and Gossett's like, he's got to let people by still, and the leader's coming in. So he's 20 seconds back. He's going to get screwed big time. Yeah, we're green. I mean, he's... Oh, yeah, so not everyone was caught up, so they delayed the green. Yeah. See that? Ooh. Because nobody took the wave in stage 1. And these guys were not caught up. But Gossett has to wait on them by, iRacing rules. So I'm okay with that. It was just made probably a little bit too late. But... So now does that put him back even further? I don't know. I think this is it. Man, what a crazy race. If you're Hunter Kent, you don't necessarily disagree with this, though. It takes another lap off the board. Man. So Gossett should be... No one sneaking up behind. Double check the track map, make sure everyone's all caught up. Everyone's all caught up. Whew. We knew he was able to clear Cole Wilson in clean air, but what does Zach Lindgren have now that Cole Wilson's not there? He's been taken out of the equation. He's got, you imagine he wants to go early, try and get that clean air, and just go. And there is Tommy Gossett, last car in line. Final stage underway. How aggressive does he play it? I mean, he's going to pat. No, and he's going to get turned. I was going to say he's going to probably shoot the middle, trying to pass as many cars as possible. And Minto locks up, and he towed to pit road, so that's officially it. We will rake the nerve racing streak. I was going to say, he could honestly, he could have, obviously getting turned there, and how that all went down, probably not thrilled.
Yeah, no caution. He's like, that'll eat at you.
He could have stayed in it and maybe gotten the caution, because we've seen some guys wreck multiple times tonight. I don't know, I would have stayed in it. We know he was quick, but obviously getting turned there, that'll eat at you. And now Hunter Kent. He's got the clean air. Everybody's on fresh tires now. And he's just trying to run away. Lindgren through to second. He held position on the restart, as did Wishin, Moynihan, Lafrene. Battle for the lucky dog will be Aaron Mack, John Wilco, and Rich Jett. Should we get one more caution? Mike McConville still has to pit one more time in this race. He took the wave. He's trying to steal the best finish he can. But .52.10 for Hunter Kent, quickest lap of the race. 52.42 for Lindgren, 3/10 slower. 25 laps to go on the LIUNA 150. And I honestly didn't think that Gossett, because that's the moment of the race, that second pit stop, obviously is the defining moment of this race. He didn't have to come in because he had him covered on 36-lap-old tires. I think with the 12-lap tires, it wasn't going to make a big difference, you know? But oh well. Lindgren quicker last lap by 0.03 of a second. Just trying to maintain right now. He said he'd shotgun a beer on stream with us if he won a race, so we'll see if he can hold on.
You might have to figure out how to get cameras up.
Well, it's been a long time since we've done that. We'll just take his word for it. That's a big if, though. Commentator's curse runs strong. He is not out of the woods yet. Rodriguez running wide in the last corner. Cody McCorkle going to take advantage. Sylvain Jolie wants a top 10. Under braking. Take that spot away. And McConville in for his final pit stop. So if there was a caution or something, he had the fresh tires, but he won at Atlanta last night in the Xfinity Series, I saw. But I don't think road course racing, at least this combination, trucks at Lime Rock, I think it's his favorite right now. And there he is. However, he is only one lap down now, and he's got the freshest tires ahead of Aaron Mack, so he's just going to have to keep up with him and try and make sure that anyone that Hunter Kent might lap, he's right there to pick him off as well. He's also got the leaders right behind him. That's what Hunter Kent loves to see. Even if it was just for a straightaway, just hold him up just a little bit. 1.7 seconds back to Lindgren. Biggest mover tonight, Jeremy Paris plus 20. So it's a good night for the Brittany Steers Racing duo. Couple of close battles still developing. Trent Curtis, Tane Hodison. Rodriguez wants back in the top 10. Trying to get Sylvain Joly out of it. Let's go through the off tracks tonight. Hunter Kent 1, Lindgren 2, Wishon 5, Moynihan 4, Lafrene 4, Jeremy Paris 4, Trent Curtis 10 off track excursions, Tane Hodison 2, Corkle 2, Sylvain Joly 4, Diego Rodriguez 7, Claude Furland 2, Logan Giesbrecht 9, Mike McConville 12, Aaron Mack 7, Rich Jet 11, John Wilco 5, Minto 6, Princeton 6, Tony Benfield 7, Brandon Muir 8, Chris Claude 3, Tommy Gossett with 5, Cole J. Wilson with 5, Joey Preeb with 4, Ron Fitting with 2, Greg Holes with 10, Michael Witt with 4, Richard Pruitt with 5, Andrew Stacy, the record holder tonight, will be 17 off-track excursions, Steve Herring 0. Did 10 laps, no off-tracks. His fastest lap was 1 minute, 2 seconds. Andrew Deemer with 6, Tyler Sexton with 4, and Dakota LaRue 1 off-track and 1 lap to blow the engine. And that's the rundown. Field's pretty spread out right now. Got a couple of positions up for grabs. Diego Rodriguez wants that top 10 back. That's how he got it back provisionally from Sylvain Joly. This is what you want to see if you're Hunter Kent. Clean air out in front of you. You got 1 lap truck of Chris Claude, although he's been very respectful all night long of the leaders, and I expect this will be no different. Going to catch him in a little bit of an awkward spot. He might lose a little bit of time, but 2.3 seconds clear. And clean air out in front. Yet again for this 52 machine, started in second. Just a misfortune to Tommy Gossett. Potentially first win of the season in the cards. On the track map, he'll catch a handful of lap trucks before the end of this thing, but ways to go before he gets there. This is the closest battle we have on track right now. Moynihan trying to track down this 06, both inside the top 5. Battle for 4th. Claude there, he'll yield way again. Ooh, but left rear in the dirt from Moynihan. He'll be unsettled and lose a lot of time. Kent now up to 3 seconds out in front. You know, the entire racetrack, no one's a second within each other.
I was gonna say, it really feels like we lost the match we had in the first 2 stages.
It was setting up for an exciting one too, and then it just, I don't know, all the air went out.
I mean, even Tate and Hoddesdon sitting here all the way back in 7th. Doesn't sound like it's that far away, but for someone who was battling for top 5.
Cole J. Wilson was the kingpin to this race. Nobody knew it at the time. He controlled everything. He played his cards, intentionally gave Hunter Kent the win, and all the battles behind him were over as a result. Who knows? But we would like to point out some results for everybody, you know, that stuck with it. Road course racing, not everybody's cup of tea. You got McConville, didn't qualify, up 13 spots. Rich Jett, John Wilco, each up 13. You know, at least hanging in there to get something out of it. Jeremy Paris might be the performance of the night, 20 spots. The Hunter Kent looking for that breakthrough. Lingren, Wishon, obviously they don't race every week, but great performances from them. If they can hang on for the final 15 and a bit laps. Aaron Mack trying to put Kondo under pressure. Wilco coming in. As is Benfield. 35 miles an hour, I believe. Go on board with Max since this is the battle that we got. Give ourselves a little airtime as well. So I don't think McConville has changed tires. I'm looking at his pit stop time now. It's only 5 seconds. So he did in fact take fuel only. So he hasn't changed tires since lap 36. And he's hurting down the stretch here. He's got a nice gap behind Aaron Mack, about 20 seconds to Rich Jett, so might be looking at 15th place if Mack can complete the pass. But he caught him and then instantly kind of just started fading away a little bit. Got really loose behind him, but I think in the high speed corners especially, he'll have a big advantage in tires. Sylvain Jolie had a slight off track. He'll lose a lot of time behind Rodriguez. Closing in on Cody McCorkle. Let's take a look at what happened to Sylvain Jolie here. Just overshot that second to last corner. Conville under pressure. Old tires, big lockup. Aaron Mack says thank you very much. I'll move up into the 14th position. Rodriguez trying to find a way around Cody McCorkle in the final stage here. Approaching 10 laps to go. This is the field spread that we were expecting. It just took longer to get there.
I mean, you lose two of the big, fighters at the top, and it's just like.
I will say though, this
Well,
has
now
been
what are
a
we
good
gonna do?
race. This is a good race though. This has overall been a solid race for road coursing. They're putting on a good show, and we got plenty of storylines too. He's just got to hang on. I keep saying it, but he just has to hang on. That's the reality. Oh, Rodriguez around. Is he going to tow? To get back going. Everything's so spread out. You hold your breath. No caution. No smoke. I imagine he'll keep going. He's only going to lose 2 spots if he just kind of trucks on at a reasonable pace. How long can he keep going? That's a big hit. I mean, the front of this thing. I guess you don't really need engine performance. I guess. But it does not look comfortable to drive. It just randomly broke loose there. He is putting around, trying to bring home what will be a 13th place finish when he's this slow. Todd Furlan going to get him probably on the front stretch here. Yeah, it's just not a fair fight in a straight line anymore, but he's got 6 seconds to Logan Giesbrecht, and then 56 seconds to Aaron Mack. He was only 4 seconds a lap slower. Furlan actually goes off the track, not able to complete the pass, so have to run him back down. But if he could just run that 4 seconds a lap slower, he'll only lose 2 spots. Comfortable out in front for this man. 3.8 seconds. 2.5 tenths quicker than Zach Lindgren. And we've said it most of the night. If he was able to get that clean air, obviously to be determined what that battle would have been like in the final stage with Gossett. But he was clearly, at an absolute worst, the second quickest car here tonight. Rodriguez still trying to hang on. It's a little messy. As we have a battle here for the 5th position. Jeremy Paris has a caught. Daniel Moynihan in the 53 machine. Looking to complete a phenomenal recovery drive from 26th on the grid. Trying to get that top 5. 2 Brittany Steers cars in the top 5. McConville's coming back in. Brett closing in on Rodriguez. 2 battles on track. One of them won't be a fair fight. The heavily damaged 21 machine, but he'll still end up with the top 15 here. Paris takes that spot away. And they're maxing out 4th gear into turn 1. Go look on board art, and when you see someone going down for the turn 1, they're maxing out 4th gear anyways.
Oh, I finally got one of those freezes that we had during the Watkins Gun race.
Oh. I have not had that. Thankfully. Because mine was...
It might just literally be too hot.
Mine was a game crash, so... glad I didn't experience that. Mike McConville did end up towing to pit road. I think he... I don't know. No, he just came in and ended up towing. Jeremy Paris checking out on Moynihan. Yeah, that's the closest one we got, is the man that is pulling away from Moynihan. 7/10 of a second. Here might be able to snag a spot off McConville. As will Chris Claude. 22nd to 34th out of this race. 12 trucks will not finish. Hunter Kent got a limp by the damaged Diego Rodriguez. 4 laps to go. Catch him in a good spot. Much more power under the hood there. Brandon Muir up ahead. Giesbrecht. 62 at Wilco. Claude Furland. So might end up lapping all the way to 12th here. I don't think he wants to push too hard. Mike McConville on for a 21st place finish. Thomas Lloyd not here tonight. Tommy Gossett having some issues. Championship lead will be very healthy after tonight. Win stage 2. Three laps to go for this 52 machine. Otteson trying to close in on Moynihan teammates. That could be a late battle for 6th. Everything else very stable depending on off track. Or a mistake. A little bit of lap traffic in front to deal with. Got 3.7 seconds to play with. And with 2 laps to go, just has to hang on for about 2 minutes. It'll be a very long 2 minutes, though, I imagine. Especially seeing this in front of you. Seeing how loose they are, and there goes Giesbrecht. That's one way to handle it. Mike McConville coming out, doesn't want to lose any more, doesn't want to lose that last spot to Chris Claude. Got Claude Furland in front of him. That is 11th place that they potentially lap up to, but he's coming to the white flag. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of urgency here for Hunter Kent. No pressure from behind. And we're just now working off the final corner. Lap traffic in front of him as well. And race is official here for Hunter Kent. Just got to make it back around one more time. Lingering in the background, 2 trucks in between them. Good battle here on the final lap. Otteson able to fly into turn number 1. Moynihan, a mistake. We'll take another look at that. Gonville did come back out, just do that one final lap. The whole 20th place. And right behind Furland, but not going to force the issue here. Furland will get that lead lap finish. And Hunter Kent finally gets it done here at Lime Rock. Lindgren second, Wishon third, and a crazy podium, and he's going to burn it down immediately. Look out for the heat-seeking missiles, though.
I was gonna say, didn't even wait for people to, finish. Claude Furland's still on an active track.
Yeah. His teammate celebrating with him. We still got to have people coming around the finish. Cody McCorkle in his debut gets a 9th place finish. Trent Curtis in his debut 8th, and Sylvain Joly solid top 10. And Claude Furland to finish this race out for us in 11th, started 16th. Quiet night, only 4 off tracks for him. And a solid second half of the season for him. McConville does hold on to 20th from Chris Claude. And let's take a look there. It looks like it started for Moynihan going off track. Oh, he just caught the curbing. Trying to save it. Honnison flying by. Oh. Just awkward into the final lap there. Honnison holds on to 6th. Moynihan back to 7th. Hunter Kent, it took some time. He'll be the first to tell you. The 15th race of the season here tonight, and he finally gets it done here at Lime Rock. Got a couple more road courses coming up. We know Tommy Gossett's fast, but we'll see. You just need to get that one off your back, and more tend to follow. Let's go ahead and
I think give it a minute because there's still an ads playing.
yeah, we'll definitely we'll let him get his moment in. Ad free. We'll see the burnout as well.
March left.
That's gotta feel good. We haven't seen, honestly, too many burnouts this season, but if there's ever a case for one, it's this one.
I think now we can get to it.
Let's get him in here. Here with your race winner, finally, Hunter Kent, after 15 races, gets to burn it down. Great burnout. It's gotta feel good.
Oh yeah, man. I think I'll just keep driving around this track until they kick me out. To be honest with you, that feels good. I didn't shotgun a beer, but I've got a beer sitting right here next to me, and trust me, we're gonna definitely enjoy some after this race.
The Dale Jr. We're gonna drink a lot of beer tonight. But congratulations, that was a fun one, an interesting one. Lime Rock, I don't remember racing here ever but once or twice in rookies or something. But you take the trucks here. You got a giant hill in the middle of the track. It's not a whole lot of passing opportunities. It's just an interesting one tonight for sure.
Yeah, I gotta say, whoever paid Cole to block me for 40 laps, I need to get in their pocket because, man, I felt like once we got clear of him, we could set our sights on Tommy, and then by the end of stage 1, I just burned so much up. He was able to get away, and honestly, I feel like I was the fastest truck on the track all night, and I couldn't get through traffic. It's so tough to pass here, and then you got the ski jump going up the hill, and everybody's slipping and sliding. But there's a lot of good racing there with Cole and Zach, and had a lot of fun. But man, it just after winning a lot of races last season, this one feels really good, and to do it on a tough track like Lime Rock and 126-degree track temp at one point, it might even have got higher, but. It was a lot of fun, and man, it just feels good to get the monkey off my back. And now I don't have to worry about going into the playoffs without a win. I know I'm still leading the regular season points, but we're locked into the playoffs, baby, and that's huge going forward.
Yeah, tonight was kind of the exclamation point for your regular season. Obviously, road course is not everyone's cup of tea. Mike McConville finishes 20th tonight. That's your battling away with the regular season for that title. You won stage 2, so you build a healthy points gap, and kind of just top it all off. You get the win, so that's a huge statement as you come into the final couple of races in the regular season.
Yes, sir, it is, and I'll tell you guys right now, I've got another one circled on my calendar, and it's Watkins Glen here in, I don't know, a month or whatever it is. Put that one. 52 is going to be running up front. Mark my words, we're going to be up front. We're going to try to put this thing in victory lane again. So.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. Enjoy it. We have about, I think, 3 weeks off, and we'll come back for another road course. So enjoy the time off. Congratulations, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
First and foremost, you guys, YJ Media, Max, Jacob, you guys are awesome. Go back each and every week and watch these races. It's just the enthusiasm and everything y'all put into it. It's y'all doing an amazing job. So thank you guys for sticking it out with us and being here all season. Thanks to Chris for putting on this league. And thanks to my teammates, Daniel and Michael, man. They're in stage one. I was really down on myself and like, man, I know I could win this race, and they kind of calmed me down and got me through the end, and we were able to put in victory lane. And then obviously Team Conti, everything those guys do, setups, Dustin, Michael, Nick Ottinger, everybody over there. It's a phenomenal place to be. So if you guys are looking for setups, teamconti.gg, get with them, and maybe we can get some more victories before we head into the playoffs and get a little momentum.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yep. Here with your runner-up tonight, Zach Lindgren in the 85 machine. Started third, finished second. A solid race for you. Not only your second start this season, and putting it on the podium's got to feel pretty good, so congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, it feels pretty good. I think my only other start was Michigan, and I had a bit of a technical difficulty there where I put in the setup and it didn't register it. It kept me in the qualifying setup, so I was only good for like 2 laps. But I made sure that the setups were correct this time to hopefully have a good run, and it kind of paid out our way. It was a good run, just hard to pass. It was very difficult to pass tonight. I kind of got lucky with a couple incidents in front of me, but it was a fun race nonetheless. It was just very, very hard to pass tonight.
Absolutely. You, Hunter Kent, Cole J. Wilson, and even Jared Wishon were all just kind of going at it there for the first 2 stages. Obviously, till Cole had that incident, but you guys were just kind of nose to tail, unable to separate from one another for the most part.
Yeah, I think it just pays dividends to the fact that it was very difficult to pass. If you had position going into the next few corners, you were lucky. And I was trying to watch what Hunter was doing there, trying to get around Cole as far as getting position to get around him. I feel like we all over the course of a long run had faster cars than Cole. Just unfortunate what happened to him right there, but. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun when we were all 3 right on top of each other, swapping positions, throwing nasty sliders on each other. It was a lot of fun. I tried to insert myself there for a little bit. The truck wouldn't really stick. It was a little tight on the long run, and I was just having trouble keeping the truck where I wanted it to. But yeah, that battle for P2 in the first stage and even in the second stage, that was just a lot of fun. Like I said, I was trying to learn a little bit from Hunter there, see what I could do, and truck wasn't really doing it, but regardless, it was a lot of fun right there for second for a long while.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the runner-up here tonight. Go to another road course in a couple of weeks, so another opportunity there. You were quick here tonight, so looking forward to that, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. I'd like to give a shout-out to Elite Motorsports. Jared, my teammate, for being in there, kind of keeping me calm, especially on that last run. I was getting really frustrated with the truck not being able to turn like I wanted it to, and he was doing a really good job of both running me down and keeping me calm, so I don't know which one he was trying to do the better of. So a big shout out to Elite Motorsports and Jared tonight. You guys up here in the booth dedicating your time to the league, all the league admins. This is arguably one of the best leagues I've really ever ran for. These guys do an incredible job of keeping this thing running, keeping numbers up week in and week out. It's really difficult to keep numbers in a league, especially the middle to latter part of the year. So it's just pays testament to what these guys do in this league. So a huge shout out to them.
Yeah,
RMEF for being
at a road course. That's
pretty impressive. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. That's very impressive. So that's just a testament to how good, how fun this league is, and just what everybody looks forward to. RMEF for being on the truck, HMS, Diecast fans, Circle B Diecast, all of them for being on the truck as well. So that's who I had tonight.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Hope to see you back here at Watkins Glen in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Here with your third place finisher tonight, Jared Wishon in the 17 machine, highest finishing Toyota driver. And your second start picking up a podium. Got to feel pretty good out there.
Yeah, I don't really think we had a third place truck. We kind of got lucky there with those 2 wrecking and whatever happened to Tommy to move us up a couple spots. But it was fun to come out here and make a start. I had never ran this track before, so me and Zach kind of figured we would come over and run it and see what happened. So to walk away with us both on the podium is pretty nice.
Absolutely. You guys, you were But I had the third best truck, but you were kind of right in that battle, kind of catching up at the at the stage 1 and 2 battle. That little train that was going on, getting a front row seat to all of that, and then just staying consistent, keeping it on track tonight. Most important thing at a road course, and walking away with a podium. So a very well earned result in the end, I would say.
Yeah, it was definitely hard to pass tonight too. So I kind of may have downshifted the first and turn one on the first lap. So I kind of put myself behind. So to be able to come back is nice. But it was definitely fun to come out here and race with some of these guys and have some fun with them.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the third place finish, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
I'd just like to thank Diecast fans for being on the track tonight and this purple, making it sparkle out here on track for Elite Designs doing that. Thanks to my teammate Zach for the help getting prepared for this, and Jeremy, he couldn't be here tonight, but he definitely helped out and getting the setup tuned up for we could have some speed. And thank you guys for broadcasting it.
Absolutely appreciate the kind words, and hope to see you back at Watkins Glen in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
All right, first road course down, and everyone gets a 3-week break to recover. Some need it more than others, but Art, your final thoughts tonight?
Big fan of road course racing here. Didn't think it would go as well as it did. I mean, it sucks that we lost 2 heavy hitters, at the end. But I mean, that's what happens. You gotta be there at the end to win it.
Where
But
are our race results?
I thought it was a good race.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun race overall. Hunter Kent finally getting that breakthrough. That's good to see. Currently selected session results. I'd like to see the race results, please. Huh. Everything else loads. Grid, maybe? No? Interesting. Alright, so we'll pull it up manually. Make it nice and ugly, but there is the race results. Hunter can't get it done by 3.6 seconds. We had 11 trucks on the lead lap. Coda LaRue. It said he didn't finish the first lap even, but he said he wanted to do one lap. Actually had a decent-ish qualify. I mean, not the slowest qualifier, but only did one lap. There's, hard to see because of the way we got it set up, but that's your race results. Pole sitter finishes 23rd after getting caught out in the worst way with the strategy. But Hunter Kent says thank you very much. So yeah, we're off here for 3 weeks. We'll try and fill the void with something. Don't know what that might be, but we'll commit to something. We keep saying it, we'll eventually do it at some point. But yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in tonight, and we'll see y'all in a couple weeks or whenever. We'll announce it somewhere. But y'all take care. Have a great week, and we'll see you when we see you.